So here we have the Nissan Qashqai on a 19 plate, so I'm going to start off by hopping inside the car and running through some controls first of all. Just briefly before we climb in and run through some controls, I think it's well worth seeing the boot space for this car. So we have a 60-40 split folding rear seat that you can increase the boot space with just here, but these trays will also remove independently of one another to give you even more space again. You can also use the trays to divide the boot up into sections as well. Okay, now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. Over on the left-hand side, we have the rev counter and the coolant temperature gauge, and on the right-hand side, the speedometer and fuel gauge. In the center at the bottom, you can see the total miles for the car. They are 21,113. And above that, we have some trip computer information. You can see at the moment, the digital readout for the speedometer is what's being displayed there, but you can change that using buttons on the steering wheel for different menus and different pieces of information as well. And the buttons that you use to do that are just here. We have stereo controls surrounding that. Over on the right hand side, we have cruise control, speed limiter, and phone controls as well. You'll only be able to use the phone controls once you pair the phone up to the car, which is done over on the touchscreen just here. So at the bottom, you have various different options, one of which is phone, as you can see, and then you hit connections and follow the instructions on screen from there. You do have a few manual buttons, so you can go, for example, to a main menu. You can access your satellite navigation map directly from here if you wish to, or you can use the touchscreen down the bottom here. We've done a video showing how Nissan's satellite navigation works, which you can find on our website and on our YouTube channel as well. When it comes to audio in this car, we have DAB, FM radio, Bluetooth audio, so you can stream your music wirelessly. We have a CD player, which is just here, and a USB input as well. So plenty of ways to listen to your music in this car. And if I pop the vehicle into reverse, you'll also see, as well as the parking sensors, we have a 360 camera. So reversing camera and a bird's eye view image of where the car is parked right now. And if I press the camera button, we have a front facing camera and that same bird's eye view, or a front facing camera and the front passenger side wheel. So very easy to park. If that wasn't easy enough with those, this car's also got autonomous parking. So it can parallel park or bay park itself. Select either one of those and the car will give you instructions as to what it wants you to do, and you can obviously cancel that at any time you wish to. Working our way down, we then have dual zone climate control. So you can adjust the passenger temperature, the driver temperature, you can increase and decrease the fan speed, you can determine what direction you'd like the air to be distributed in, and when you're happy with those settings, you can turn your air conditioning on just here. Same button again will turn it off, or you can hit auto. If you hit auto, the car will now take control of the fan speed and the direction of the air to maintain those temperatures for you, and you can override that whenever you wish to. Beneath that, we have a 12-volt charging socket, electronic handbrake with auto hold function, and then a 6-speed manual gearbox. The last thing I wanted to talk about is the panoramic glass roof. So there's a button up here, give that a push, and this sunblind section will open. You can stop it at any point you wish to, but it will open all the way to the back of those rear seats. And as you can see, that lets in a huge amount of extra light to the cabin area. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, please feel free to call either of our MJA sites. We'd love to hear from you soon.